Hey everybody, how's it going? Today we're going to try to put some caster wheels on a Peavey Bandit 112. These amps are notoriously heavy, so what I thought I would do is try to remove the little feet on the bottom and put some wheels on it. I recently got accepted into a band, so I'm going to be gigging about 40 times a year, maybe more, so I need to make this a little bit more mobile. So to start with, I already took some of them out. These were left in a basement that flooded, so these kind of rusted. I wanted to replace them anyway, and I thought, why not replace them with wheels? So as you can see, it's just a screw and a little metal foot. There were 4 of these. However, this one and the one on the other side are both stripped. So we're going to remove the stripped screws. Then we're going to drill some larger holes so that we can put in these nice caster wheels. These swivel and rotate, nice big and thick with a high weight capacity. I think these will do quite nicely. So let's get the speed out of its package so that we can get these stripped screws out. Okay, so this is my first time trying to do something like this, and normally I wouldn't feature something like this on this channel. But considering it's part of the job we're trying to do today, I thought maybe I should show you. So what this is essentially is you put your drill in reverse, you put this end into the screw, you drill it down until it makes a cone, and then you pull it out, you flip it around, and as you can see there, it's threaded. Leave it in reverse, pop it in, and it should go into the cone that you drilled and pull the screw out. So we're going to try that now. I have no idea what's going to happen, so fingers crossed. Actually, before we do that, let me grab my safety goggles. Alright, I went ahead and grabbed them. I thought maybe I shouldn't get the goggles, but you know what? The guy who invented Braille went blind because he was working with leather, and he got a little splinter of leather in his eye, and as he got older, he went blind. So use eye protection. Alright, so here we go. Got it in our drill. We're going to take it and we're going to put it in the screw here. We're going to apply downward pressure. Alright, that's made a little cone. I have no idea if this is going to work. Flip it around. So now I've got the threaded part on there. Well, it didn't work. Well, the other part is this screw is in fact corroded. So, you know, that may be part of the problem here, is that the screw is just falling apart and that there's really no threading to be made. Let's try it again. Made a little bit of a deeper hole that time. It moved. I felt it move. Well, again, I think the problem that we have right now is that this screw is so screwed. No pun intended. Okay, I have partial success. I went up a size and I was able to get, so the head of the screw came off. But the good news is that since the head up came off, it's up enough that I can use pliers to manually turn it the rest of the way. So I'm going to grab my pliers. You want to use manual or locking pliers if you can. These are the ones I'm using today. You want to close it over that screw. See if I can get it tighten enough. Since this screw is corroded, it makes this a little bit more interesting. We'll see because it's gonna be, it might be stuck in there pretty good. Try to tighten it a little bit more. There we go. I can't tell if it's turning or not. I think it's turning. See how it's all corroded in there? Definitely not ideal. It's not gonna work. So, I have this stuff. Liquid wrench. So this is a lubricant that can help if you've got corrosion. Put some of that on there and let that sit for a minute. All right, I've now got the locking pliers on what's left of this screw after adding that lubricant, and what do you know? It's out. So that's done. Now we got to do the other side. Let's see if we have the same problems. All right, so this time I'm going to apply this liquid wrench before I start. I think part of the problem was it wasn't working because it was corroded in there, and that's what snapped the head off. So felt it catch. So there, see it? There we go! Woohoo! And it's out. All right, finally. Let's move on to the next part. Okay, so here's the wheel we're gonna put in. So essentially what I'm planning to do is enlarge the hole that's already there. So what I've done is I've chosen a bit that's slightly smaller than the thread, so that once the hole is made, I should be able to just turn this in. All right, let's see if that did it. I think it did. I think this will work. It's really awkward to try to get this to go in because it's there's really nowhere good to hold it. Let's see. Yeah, I think it's wide enough. Yep. There we go. This is gonna work great. Just try to get a good grip. There we go. Spin it in. Now once we get to the very bottom, I have no idea how I'm going to finish. And that's tight in there. And I do feel the other side down here on the bottom, so just gonna keep going around. There we go. I think it's all the way through, so it's a lot easier to turn now. I don't know how I'm going to get all the way down because, like I said, that might just have to be good enough right there. Well, that seems pretty good. There's one wheel. Let's do the others. Now it's time for the moment of truth. I got all 4 wheels on. I got them as even as I can. Time to flip it over and see what happens. I'm kind of worried about this, but let's go. Would you look at that? Looks like it works pretty well. It's not really rolling away. Weight all on one side. Let me drop the tripod down a little bit so that we can look at how even it is on the floor. I think that's pretty good. That makes this amp a lot easier to move around. It's a little bit uneven, but for the most part, like it won't rock one way or the other, one corner to the other. The whole amp tips forward if you tip it, but for the most part, it seems pretty reliable. I mean, this is going to make it a lot easier to roll it out of the car and up onto the stage. That's wonderful. Thank you for joining me on this journey of removing those rusted, corroded screws and feet off of this beast of an amp and putting those wheels on it. I'll post an update video after I take it gigging a few times and let you know how it works out, but it seems pretty solid to me. I mean, I am leaning on it right now and it's not going anywhere. Thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate you. If you want to see more, please subscribe. Join the Discord channel if you want to talk about guitar, gear, etc. Thanks again. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you next time.